Like Abdi, Danny Boy here, and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2 on our UK map. We're down here in Wales at the steel mill. As you can see, steel is gathering kind of nicely. There is another train inbound. Who are you, train? Ooh, iron ore train. 300 of 300. We might need two of them, I would suspect. But we're going to be doing more steel. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I want to get things like tools up and running. I want to start completing a few more city shopping lists, if possible. Tools are required by some goods and machines mostly. But we're going to need more steel. We're also going to need more plastic and oil at some point. Or unless I use the old school Transport Fever 1, the grain into plastic, which is an absolute thing. You can make plastic from grain. So yeah, I'd like to get more of that stuff up and running. And because Wales is known for its mining industry, or was known for its mining industry, coal mining has sort of gone downhill. Not as of recently, but yeah, it's sort of gone. They've still got their steel mills and stuff, which is pretty cool down at Port Talbot, etc. So we're going to be doing more of that. You pick a seriously weird route to go in this station, which I find extremely odd. I'd also like to kind of get this airport maybe up and running today as well. And yep, so here we are. So the other coal train is heading off. There are actually two of these now. One is just leaving the station. So I must have bought that, and it's not actually had a chance to materialize into the real world. But I just want to check something here. Yeah, I've got a lot of this stored, a lot of iron ore. So that one train on its own is fine, but we definitely need two trains to head up to Tidfall to get some more coal. Now, I've sort of been planning stuff out because I need to bypass Cardiff some way, somehow. The only place I could fit a good station in between Swansea and Cardiff, sort of down here, so they can sort of share that if need be. The only problem is I've not left myself that much room. I've got another steel mill in here because we're going to be utilising coal mines from over here, from Milford Haven. We're going to be utilising this one again because it's got a lot. There's also more iron ore over here, another coal mine down there. So we'll get that all up and running. Banger's another touchy sort of place, so I was thinking to possibly have like the rail freight yard in here, and it can go out that way or spin round to the right and make like another sort of coastal route like we did previously. We can get the large trucks heading down, or I'll maybe make these ones like smaller trucks down through the valleys. We can send this train down through the valley. We're going to obviously have passenger train going from Milford Haven. It's going to bypass Swansea. I was thinking about having a line come out and possibly join up to this, although it looks like Swansea has started to expand itself. Right, Catanary, maybe. We'll decide the fate of Catanary later when we go to build that line. Right, that actually worked out okay, and then I can sort of come round this way. I might have to delete this, and I do want a highway to sort of go out and around. How tight can I make this? Pretty tight, actually, so that's fine. We'll get that in. And then the other one in the inside. And then maybe, if we're super lucky... No, I don't think we're going to be super lucky. Right, can I squeeze you? I can. I can actually squeeze that through there. Okay, that can be a thing at some point. But yeah, we're going to get the coal industries up and running. So, we have, first and foremost, this one. Now, this one is kind of weird. It's heading up. I think I'm going to have to bring it down. I don't know why I would have headed it up in the first instance, but I don't think up is particularly going to work for us because we need it to head down. I've been given it sort of fast track. I don't know why. Collision with what, may I ask? Ooh, it's probably colliding with this. It is. Which leads me to believe that the bridge might be something different. So the bridge might be something like this. No. It's a completely different colour. So this was working, and then I've deleted it, and now I can't get it to work again. Sweet. Right, head down. Yeah. Down you go. Ooh, that's the wrong section. So I had a few days off. Well, they weren't really days off. So I actually got a call on Friday. I did explain this in the previous Anno video, but some people don't watch that, so I will explain it again. So the company I used to work for, a guy there called me and said that they were looking for a consultant for a few days, just to go and help another company that had sort of taken over what we used to do in like the North Sea, but they'd never done it before, and they wanted someone to sort of come down and just sort of show them the ropes, because unfortunately the chemicals they were using, it was something that if you screw up it can be super bad. So I was happy to go and do that. It's a bit strange because I was basically there as a contractor. I had to actually sign a disclaimer saying when I left the last company, or when we all got paid off, that I couldn't work for any of their sort of competitors globally, not just in the UK, for up to 6 months. And the place I was working for, the guys I was sort of helping, was a competitor, but the company I worked for sort of sort something out, because they had a contract, the previous contract, with the client. So you have like oil service companies, so places like Schlumberger, Baker Hughes, Halliburton, Expro, they are oil service companies. They are not oil companies in their own right. They would be things like BP, Shell, Total, Texaco, Repsol, etc. So what they did was basically said that instead of working for the service company, which is one of my old company's main competitors, they basically said that I was there consulting for the client. So that gets you around that sort of thing they had in place. And it was kind of weird because I was there as like a sort of contractor. So really, I should have been under my own sort of limited company, really, because that's the way how contractors work in North Sea. You create your own sort of company, and you then do jobs. Money goes into your business account. You then transfer. You pay tax. You then transfer money out into your personal account as and when you need it. So I didn't have any of that set up. So it was kind of weird. I was like, how am I going to get paid for this? I still need to pay tax and stuff. So there is a thing in the UK. I'm not sure if it's for every sort of business, but when you go contracting offshore as your own limited company, either abroad or in the UK, North Sea, whatever, you get a tax break. So you get like 18 months tax free, where you're allowed to sort of make your own money and create like a sort of a foothold, a sort of base, create some money, really, to sort of keep yourself going long enough so that you can get a foothold to continue the work that you're doing. But I didn't have any of that set up. It's always something I've been meaning to do, but because jobs in the oil and gas sector are so bad right now, and they're not really using contractors because they can be expensive, especially for someone who would be like a specialist contractor like me, because chemical engineers are apparently in short supply. But yeah, it was it was strange. So they worked out a thing so that the company I used to work for would use their accounting department free of charge to sort of figure out how much tax I'd have to pay, because obviously I still had my payout money that I previously got as well, plus all the money I'd earned for the year up until getting paid off. They just sort of added it onto that, so shouldn't have any problems with tax, because I didn't want to start my own limited company just now. I was given some pretty sound advice that when you start your own sort of company, you get your 18 months tax free, but if you're not working, if there's no work, you're not getting any sort of contracting jobs, etc., then if you're not away for like 3 or 4 months because there's no work, that is eating into your 18 months tax free. So you could be making no money, which would be pointless because then you're losing that. So I was told that I should wait until it picks up, maybe find another job, do something else. Right now I'm just gonna relax until sort of January. It was a nice surprise getting that phone call. It was nice to be back to work. I was off previously with a torn tendon in my shoulder. I actually knew some of the people on the rig. I was out. It wasn't actually offshore. It was in Invergordon, upside Inverness. So if we head up to Inverness, so up here, so you've got the river coming in, you've got a large section here where oil rigs are stored. Now sometimes it's where oil rigs go to die, sometimes it's where new ones come to sit and wait for their first job, sometimes it's for older ones to come in and get a revamp, get a second lease of life, and maybe get upgraded and made more modern. So, but there were a lot of oil rigs there. A lot of them are unfortunately going to be scrapped, so that's a lot of jobs right there that people are going to lose, because somewhere they've probably worked on for most of their offshore lives has now just been told that they can't use it anymore. No one wants it, no one wants to pay for it, there's no work for it, and it's easier for the company to go and scrap it than sort of cold stack it and use it at a later date. So that's a real shame. But anywho, so I was down there, I went down on Friday night. I had to do a COVID test prior to going, and then they were like, right, you'll get your results back in 2 days. And I was basically allowed on the rig, but I had to stay in the room by myself, which wasn't too bad. There was decent Wi-Fi on the rig, which was nice. And yeah, so I was sort of stuck on my own, but the job went fairly well. The guys I was working with, there was a few things that I could advise them on, not critical things that would have totally screwed up their job, but just things to make it easier later down the line, because sometimes things can be over-engineered, as we all know, and some of the things they were told that needed to be in place were maybe not needed to be in place for the sort of job they were running, and they were for more complex jobs. So it was nice. They took the advice very well, so that was good. They asked me if there were jobs in the future, if I would like to come back, etc. And I was like, well, sure. So there I was, Friday night, drove down to Invergordon, got my COVID test, and I got home like late Sunday night, early Monday morning. And just when I got home, like this afternoon, Monday, I got a message. It's like, your COVID results are clear. And I was like, I'm not actually on that oil rig. I'm actually home now. And it was like, oh, you might want to isolate for 2 weeks because you've been in contact with other people. I was like, actually, no. I rarely got near or spoke to anyone. Just to sort of go out and look at the stuff that they had sort of rigged up for the job, put in my sort of like 2 cents, and then they took it under advisement. They did a few changes. They did their little chemical mixing job, their acid mixing, and then that was it. They were good to go. So that rig I was on is actually heading back out And it is something that you can do offshore, but the way they had figured it is if they needed more chemicals or something went wrong and they needed another batch to do the mix again, then it's better to do it while you've got access to trucks and stuff, because it's a lot easier to send something by truck than it is to send it by truck and then on a boat out to the rig, and then there's a potential that you might screw it up again. So the problem is, if you send up some companies actually send like extra chemicals, enough for you to make 2 of what you need to make. Then when you don't make, if you get everything right the first time, the second batch of chemicals, especially acid, has to be disposed of properly on the beach and under environmental controls by specialist companies, and it costs a fortune. It normally costs more than it costs to make it, ship it, send it out and not be used, than it is to dispose of it. Right, I'm not sure how I'm going to get this diamond in here. This bridge absolutely hates it. Now, it is colliding probably with another bridge pillar, which sucks. But yeah, it was nice to be back out in the field again, even if it was just for 1 or 2 days. But I do apologise for missing videos. There was a split-second moment when I was just getting ready to leave, and I was just about to record this episode of Transport Fever, because it should have been Transport Fever, and then it should have been like an Anno, and then a Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. I was like, ooh, do I stay and record this? And at least set it to render. So by the time I come back, it's all rendered and good to go. And then I was like, no, I'm out. But I needed all the time I had, so that kind of sucked. Sort of left me high and dry. But yeah, it was nice to be back out on the go again. At least my pay will get sorted out and the tax will get sorted out, so I don't have to actually worry about that. So I just have one issue with tax. Many years ago, I was working abroad. I was working in Denmark for a long time. Right, so hold on, wait a second. Continue story in a second. I need to get that connected to there, and it needs to be in range. This, I think, will not be an issue. Ah, it's really bad. Why are you so bad? Right, you. There we go. Are you in range? Et voila. Right, so I can at least get coal. The thing is, do I want to mix traffic up here? I need to get it through there and into there to join up to that. So we've got 2 coal mines connected. Well, basically. I need... Now, I am thinking for this, I'm going to deal... I've given up on that junction up at Tidfall momentarily. I will come back to defeat it again. Does that look okay? It does. Now, is this going to look okay? Yeah, so, the problem I had with tax, I was working in Denmark for a long time. And then, I was there so long, because I was there for almost 4 years. I was hardly in the UK at all. There wasn't many, because I was assigned to a ship, so once the job was done, they came in, restocked up on the chemicals and fuel, food, etc. And then it was a quick turnaround. It was straight back out again. And it was like that for 4 years. The only time you really got a break was when something went wrong on the boat. Something did go wrong on the boat. Something really wrong. And then for like, it was like 7 or 8 months, sitting doing nothing. We did go home for that time. But when I arrived home, once I finished that contract and started working back in the UK, I had this huge, like, 15,000 quid tax that I was due tax. And I was like, holy crap, that's insane. 15,000 quid, that's a lot. Now, albeit they don't take it straight off you, they basically just increase your tax to take it off, like, step by step. Like, sort of paying back a loan. You don't pay it all at once, you just pay a little bit at a time. And I was like, no way. And then when I contacted my work, I was like, whoa, something is going really wrong here. They were like, oh no, this is something that you, like the company headquarters in Denmark need to sort of, or the Denmark sort of headquarters need to sort out. And then they were like, oh, this is UK that wants this tax, it's got nothing to do with us. So they were extremely unhelpful. And then my grandmother, who was a tax auditor, so it's not actually, she was actually a really nice lady. Working for the tax doesn't necessarily make you an evil person, but she had a look at it. So she took all my electronic pay slips, everything like that, and she took about 2 weeks and it sort of crunched all the numbers. And I was actually offshore, and then she sent me a message. Now, she wasn't really fantastic on the old mobile phones, but when I phoned her up, once I got the message, she was like, no, when you get home, I will tell you exactly what's happened and what needs to be done. And I was like, oh no, I'm still going to have to pay this 15,000 quid. So I got home. When I got home, I sort of chilled out for a day, and the next day I went round, sort of braced for impact, and she basically turned around and said, all this stuff that I owed the tax 15,000 quid, it's like 15,688 quid I was due. She basically turned around, looked me square in the eye, and she said, all this is complete bollocks. I was like, what? And then at one point I thought she was actually going to say that I owed them more, but she didn't. She broke it down. She tried to make it as simple as possible, but for me, who knows not very much about accounting or tax, it still went above my head. But she was like, no, really, you should only be paying, it was like something like 175 quid. So she went to her boss, he went to somebody else, the issue still wasn't getting resolved. Then her boss's boss contacted a local MP for where I stay. I was like, look, HM Revenue or Tax are in some sort of witch hunt for this guy, and it's all nonsense. So then he stepped in, and then that was it. I didn't even have to pay 175 quid. Tax man got a beat down, and then never heard nothing back. And I've always had tax rebates where I've actually got money and never been due tax ever since. So that was really good. It was kind of scary. Everyone is always sort of scared sometimes to go up against the big bad tax man. But if you are getting fleeced, I mean, it's a government agency. HM, Customs and Revenue, Tax and Revenue, whatever. You'd think that they wouldn't do things like that, but they put it down to an accounting error that was then put back to the Denmark side and told that the accounting office from my work in Denmark had sort of screwed up all the figures. And I was like, well, that makes sense, because unfortunately they really did not care less. As soon as you left Denmark, you were someone else's problem, which was a real shame, because it's a real nice place to work. But yeah, the tax, I got a letter apologising, saying that everything was now cleared up, and that was that. But the thing that struck me is they didn't do any research into how this phantom 15,000 quid oh my god, what the hell, why has that worked this time? Oh, I'm so happy that that's a thing. Yeah, they didn't do any research to find out how it was due, this 15,000 quid. They just sort of seen it and went, ah, right, this guy's due us 15 grand. And they didn't actually do the research and figure out themselves that, oh, well, wait, someone else has screwed up here and he's not actually due anything. So it kind of sucks that people in positions like that, it's not like they make mistakes, it's just because they think that people won't argue or fight their case, that they just go ahead with it anyway. So that was one good thing. Having a grandmother that works for the Ghanaian side was a real boost. Right, so over here we've got coal line, which is pretty much set up to go. Now at some point I want it to sort of head up through here and go through this valley and go around there. Passenger trains, yes. We're obviously going to need more passenger trains, and we're going to have to integrate them in some way, and I was kind of hoping this would be straight. It's not as straight. Now, I'm not doing the passenger train today. I want to run freight. Right, that is terrible. But I'm going to keep it. Because I've just been speaking nonsense for like the last 20 minutes. I need to concentrate what I'm actually doing here. So there we go. Yeah, but I remember when my grandmother passed away, I actually knew a guy that owns like a fabrication company, like locally, for like welding and stuff, metal fabrication, and like the people in the tax office would be like, "Oh, your grandmother was one of the best tax auditors they ever had." And he once said to me in the pub, he was like, every time there was a tax audit or he got audited, and my grandmother was sort of standing at the door, he would just hate it because she would just pick out everything. She was really thorough. She was really good with the numbers. It was phenomenal. I mean, I'm good with numbers, but it's just a thing I've picked up through work, but she was really good. Right, let's see. So this coal mine is gonna head down. It's gonna fold into here. So this is gonna be sharing. This traffic is gonna be shared between freight and passengers, it looks like. Now, where have I put that junction? In there. So I'm thinking about taking another junction out here. Thinking about leaving a bit of space because I might want to add another platform in here, or we might be okay. I'm going to add another platform, so I'm going to leave space. I'm then going to take it and go into there. Okay, is that, how difficult was that? Not really. Okay. And where do I actually want this junction to start? I sort of do want it to come out that way. Why have you done this, game? Why have you done this retardedness? Right, let's keep it flat. Now you're saying you're flat there, but that seems to be a lie. Now you're flat. Wait. If one side is good, often means the other side is screwed up. Now we're good. Right, so pop you around to the left. 58 miles per hour. It's low, but it's a freight train. Right, keep you going straight. Now that's surely gonna be enough room for a passenger platform, right? I'm so confident that I can fit a passenger platform in there. I'm just gonna continue on with this. Ooh, damn you. Autosave. Right, we're good to go again. Do that. Ooh, so you actually were planning on building that. Okay. I think the autosave just sort of erased that from existence. This could be quite nice going along the riverside here. Now obviously there's 8 platforms here. Now some of these, probably the ones at the further end, are going to be dead end platforms, and we'll probably just make these 2 through platforms. Now at some point we sort of want to go back up that way. Do we? No, I think for this one, right, we've got 2 coal mines up the top that are running. We've got some iron ore that is running. This is trying its hardest to sort of upgrade. There should be more coal coming in soon. There is. It's going hell of a slow. Oh well, that's fine. We've got you dropping off more iron ore. So I think 2 coal mines and 1 iron ore mine for this one at the moment is fine. So for this one, we are going to have 1, 2. I might change this up to iron ore as well. Maybe, possibly. In fact, I think I will. That's more of a square shape, and this is more of a... What the hell's that? Sherpa? 30 of 30. Belfast to London. Yeah, I'm going to change that out for iron ore. Now, I don't know. I mean, I might be able to get a station in there and take it down the old mountainside. Now, I was thinking about getting a train platform over here, just a 2, and then sort of have it curve round and then join onto the main line there, and then main freight station for Bangor. Yeah, it's definitely going to have to go to that right hand side, because the passenger station probably going to go in here, and then we want that to be able to continue out to Milford Haven. Okay, fine. Alright, do these 2 routes first, because they should be fairly easy. So Milf Coal is gonna go down there. Right, let's see which route you have selected. Now, I've not given you the option to utilize both sides of track, so let's do that. There is actually a train, a passenger train, an HST 125 or Class 43 that heads all the way down here. Don't know where the hell it is right now. It's at Cardiff Siding, so it's almost there. I need 2 of these. I need to add a second one. Now, if we're using dead end tracks, it's maybe better to use these ones. And let other trains pass through there. Okay, hold on. So I kind of want you to go up to there and then fold in there. I hate doing it like this. Yeah, I hate that junction. Looks stupid. Right, go away. Okay, bring you out. But I want it to be on the same level as this. How does that look? Pretty much just the same until I bring it along here, and then we'll fold it in. How much can I get? Oh, I can get that round there. Okay, that might be okay. Right, now we can have 2 coming in that way. Oh no, we'll have 2 coming in this way. I just need to get them in, which is easier said than done. Oh wait, I stand corrected. So there you go. There's a sort of little tip there. If you can't get it to go in the conventional way, you can always pull it out, and it normally works sometimes. Right, that worked. This is gonna be a hell of a junction. Now, hopefully, ooh, this looks getting tight. No, knew it. Okay, pull it from probably about there. Come on, come on. Oh no, not left myself enough room for junction. Now I could do the junction down here. It just means anything behind here might get stuck for a hot minute. Right, get you in there. Right, now I want to change up line 1. Yeah, so managed line. You're going into 2. Going to 8. Right now you're saying you can't get across to the other side. That makes sense currently. We're going to have to fold it in. So this might be a busy area. Now I'd like it to fold in on that corner, because I think it'll look nice if it can just come out there. Okay, right, that's something. Line 1, there we go. Crosses over there, heads down, crosses over to that side. So it's going to interfere with the passenger train at some point. We'll have to take this out and at least fold that in there at some point, because there's probably going to be a lot of goods coming from the east there. But that is done. Right, let's get a train on that. Now, I've obviously got that depot over here, but I think it can only supply that. It can. In fact, it would never be able to get. Okay, so launch it from this side. Yeah. Buildings, depots. I might actually sort of place it like there or something. Now, brace, this is going to look bad. But probably just give you a one-time depot. Actually doesn't look too bad. It's just because that is lower down and this is heading up. Right, so what do I want? Coal, yes, obviously. Diesel, more than likely. What have we got in our 32 variants? Various different things. Now we've got metal sector. However, there is in there a coal sector, departmental. No, construction Bob. Wait, I had a coal train of sorts. Where is it? I'm sure there was something that was right. Construction sector. We've got the large logo, the departmental. Was it just metal sector? There was no coal sector, or the coal sector is going to appear later, right? No, it's just metals. We're not running metals yet. Rail freight. Go with the rail freight then. Add that. Go with large logo. Add that. Yeah, these two are going backwards. That's fine. Cargo. We could use this. Capacity of 20. 60 miles per hour. But we're going to use that. Coal sector. Yay. 55 miles per hour. 60 miles per hour. Now we'll go with this one first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that's 202 meters. 245. Go to 300 meters. There we go. 300. Right, buy that. Set it on line 1, which I shall have to rename. But there it is. Our coal train is up and running. I'm pretty sure that the steel mill over there, there's the HST coming in, so hopefully you can get in and then back out before this idiot sort of comes along. As I say, that would have been a great screenshot, but you screwed it up. It could still be a great screenshot. There you go. There's your screenshot for today. Once I've edited out all this gubbins down here, I always leave that thing in because no one really notices. Right, so we've got a coal sector. But we didn't have the coal sector train, but we will have the opportunity to do lots more coal later. So we'll let this one run. In fact, we'll get a second one on the go from up here. Yeah. So your diamond is in. So if I select the route for you, right, let's rename this. So this is RLF, rail freight, coal MILF, yep, to Swansea. Ta-da! Right, I need to recolor that orange as well, but we'll see if I can get this done. So you go up there and then come around here. Right, you're going into that line. Swansea East, going to 7. I mean, if push comes to shove, because these are delivery trains, I can stick them all on the same platform. I'm not going to do that yet though. Right, I can actually kind of see the brown. Ooh, this is going to be a nightmare junction. Wait. Make it yellow. Which way are you actually going? I was about to say it's supposed to go. That's weird. If I zoom in, the track disappears. That's disconcerting. Right, because this one has to go uphill, even though this other one is going uphill. This will be Tidfall, so this will be RLF Tid. No, it's coal Tidfall to Swansea. Right, you could potentially be launched from the same depot. Let's make you orange, lest I forget, and I'll have to remember make the train down the bottom orange as well. So down here, yeah, I think I can launch it. I think it will go in there and then try and head out. Oh, there's the first coal train. 51 already. It's pretty good. Right, wait. Do this before you forget. Dink. Orange. Right, can I actually launch it from here? We are about to find out. Now, we've got, coal sector rail freight. I knew it. I knew there was one. Do I double header this? No. But, right, is there a point using the HA8? It is slightly slower. Go with this. 1, 2. Keep on going until you reach 300 again. Now 300 is 277 meters. Fine. Then go to diesels and then add second one. Rail freight grey. Add. Buy. Sweet. Set you in on RLF. Tidfall to Swansea. Unable to find path to stop. Now you could come out here and then just head up. Or wait. Can you just head up? No, you can't. You will be able to in a second. No, you can, because I've already done this section. So you just don't want to do that. Okay, that's okay. That's fair enough. Now, I'll have to delete that train and rebuild it, because if I duplicate it, it won't. I'll just come out with the same depot. Right, I'm going to remove that then, 'cause it's kind of in the way for future track building. And then we'll get over here. Right, this looks like a particularly dodgy, uneven section. Nice. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Right, if I just stick you in there. Go down a bit. That looks almost level. The thing is, if you were someone who did high detailing, you start to be able to find where like height levels and are. You see them a lot more clearer. I mean, this is bad, so it's obviously still slightly high at this side, or this is dipping down slightly. But this is going to be a one-time depot, and I'm sure. Right, give me that. Yes, cargo. That. HFA. Keep on going until we reach 300. Hello. There we go. Diesel. Now this one. Add. Buy. Set it on a line. Ooh, I was about to put it on Cardiff. There. Right, you escape, please. Thank you. There we go. That's nice. Like, it's cute. Coal. So coal is 4 diamonds. Black, yellow square. Black square, yellow square, 4 diamonds. Okay. Didcot Power Station. That. might have been a previous route you were on, but it ain't gonna be the route now. Does it say Didcot Power Station at that side? It is. Where the hell's Didcot? I can fully understand why you'd be delivering coal to a power station. That I get. Coal power station. Yada yada yada. Where the hell's Didcot? Is that in Wales? Didcot. I've never heard of that. Right. So long, sucker. Right. He's gone. Get rid of this because it's gonna trigger me somewhat. Right. So we need to get more metals. This is metals. We need to get more iron ore. Right, I've got oil up there, and I'm going to use it because now I know that ship pathing only causes lag if it was going from like here up to Oban. That route would be way too far in the game and get super duper confused. But maybe sending it from there down to like here or even there might be fine. Ooh, wait, that's a plan. Get like oil refinery there and then plastique. Obviously there's no industries here. Well, there is at Manchester goods. You've got a lot of plastic but no steel. That strikes me as relatively odd, because you should have, well, there's a steel train there, right? Yeah, and it's been filling up decently. Wait, where the hell is Manchester Plastic Goods, Steel, Cardiff, Manchester? Where are you, departmental friend? Ooh, alright, you're almost there. You're gonna have to stop, unfortunately. And this one's got 110 of 120, so you need more. But I think now that I've added that second coal train from Tidval to Cardiff, I think it might be actually getting more coal. There we go, 282. That's good. Obviously the iron ore train does better because it ain't got that far to go. Now this is metals sector, and I suppose iron ore is like super unrefined metals because you need to separate the ore, the iron, and then melt it down, and then you can make steel. So yeah, but well, metal. Right, this thing is starting to look rather beat up. That's fine though. Where's the next coal train? See, I'm thinking about adding another coal into here from down here, and I may actually take it from Milford Haven. Have one go right along, because I also want to see how the hell I'm going to integrate this line. Okay, so this line can just share with that passenger platform, and then it can come into here, and then, ooh, right. See, this is something that I've been tempted to do, but not really done it, because I've always thought it was going to look stupid. Right, run you up to there, to a certain point. And douche. Okay, that kind of works. Now you're going up, which is kind of bad, because I think the actual station is down. Okay, go flat. No, go down. Yeah, go down. Uh-oh. Yep, keep doing that. Yes. Wait. That actually looks... ain't half bad, actually, if I'm perfectly honest. And then it can go straight through. Okay, I'm a genius. Right, we are filling up, well, at least some coal here. So in the next episode we'll get the iron ore taken down through here. Now how are you going to do that? I think I can fit a 2-station in there, like, easily. Why did you just say that? Why did you just say it was going to be easy? Right, 2 at 320. Ah, yeah, see, it's easy. Ah. Child's play. Maybe. Uh-oh. Right, can you go down? I'd kind of like this to tunnel into there. Why are you making this a through station? Because you might want to send it through to somewhere else. Okay, that's fine. Oh, I thought it was going to be dodgy. Alright, so I'd even out that. Now you said you wanted a tunnel and then you just flattened this so there's no... Oh my god, it's so high. How is this even going to look? Right, go down. Down, 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 down. Right, we're getting a tunnel. Whoa, we're getting some kind of tunnel. Now we're going to have huge bridge here. Knew it. Wait, it's not too bad. Actually. Is it? Is it bad? I think it's fine. I think something like that might be okay. And then up into there. Go flat. That's up. That's flat. I want it to appear again. I don't want it to be in perpetual tunnel. Okay, so I may have to raise this part up a section. This is a rather large, obnoxious bridge. I'm not gonna lie. And I probably could get a line that goes down this valley and into somewhere. But we'll leave it there for that episode. Let's go and have a look at our new coal train. Tidfall Swansea. It's got 9 coal waiting. It picked up nada on the way, which ain't so good. But we're going to leave it there for that episode. As always, if you did watch this and you would like to leave a like, comment or dislike, please feel free to do so. And if there's more you'd like to see in the future, then hit that subscribe button. I've been Danny Boy. This has been Transport Fever 2 on the UK map. And I will catch you later.